how to close but to say good night. With that said, I just want to say for all the residents that have stood with us, we were practically on time because we said we would have started 5 until 9. That is what the fire says. And it tells me that we are just a few minutes to 9. And we have managed the time effectively and properly. We would have been saying to you that we appreciate the level of communication and the level of respect that reciprocated here this evening. It is something that I am proud as your counselor to be able to facilitate this type of communication. And this is what I'm saying to you that I'm proposing, that going forward, this is the way that I see that I'm going to manage the resources at the Municipal Corporation, in which we will communicate with the residents and to explain to them how, when, where, and why these are going to be done. This evening would have been a learning curve for a lot of us, Madam CEO, Super, and Fire Chief, because we would have learned about some issues that maybe would not be germane to us before. And I welcome these initiatives. I will say to you though, that check us out next month, because we are going to be some other divisions, some other communities in St. Mary doing similarly to this, and listening to the people, consulting with the people, and if affecting the necessary repairs that needs to be done. I must say to you that whilst I cannot fix what has gone into disrepair for 8 years, I will say to you, the excuse is not on my part. I always ask God in my prayers to strengthen my back and broaden my shoulder to carry the weight. Because if it's not me, then who? Because somebody has to carry the burden for these people. Because the resources are not great, but sometimes it's just left up to representation. And I am saying that we were lacking representation. Now we have representation. Let us do the communication, the consulting, and find a proper fix. I want to just say, I don't know what to say, but to say that as a counselor, sometimes you have to brave to put on meetings like these and sit in the meetings, because if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, you might be embarrassed. And I'm just saying I'm thankful to the people of Boscobel Division who openly, respectfully state their concerns and what the problems in their communities are. And at the beginning of the meeting, that is exactly what I asked for. It is sometimes the case that you're coming to me with the issue, you're going to Councillor Henry with the issue. Councillor Henry representative would be doing the similarly thing in our Kobesa. My Deputy Mayor 5 from Highgate, the people would be going to him also. The resources at Municipal Corporation is limited. And as such, we have to choose between 5 divisions and 3 constituencies. How do we go about, and what is it that is most urgent for us to deal with? So sometimes when I talk alone, it says that I'm looking out for my people and they might not believe me at the Municipal Corporation. When I come and the Municipal Corporation is here, you give them the direct message that this is what the people want. And as it is, we are here to listen to you. And as a team, we have a number of team members from the Municipal Corporation at the back, outside. So persons are here taking notes of almost everything that was said here this afternoon into evening. I trust that all the persons in attendance would have registered so that we would have contact addresses and numbers for you, so that we can respond to the queries and the concerns, because that was one of the main reasons why we had registration at the front, so that when you would have asked those questions, we would have already had contact numbers and your name, so that we could respond to you even out of this session. So it was not just a talk shop coming here. Persons would have been collecting the information that you were saying, and it will be acted upon. It is that if you're not seeing these things done in the period of time that you would have expected it to, we are saying to you, communicate with us, because it might be that we have some other issues why we couldn't have reached to them. And we are saying to you that I, for myself, we at the corporation, we are servant of the people. We're not the boss. I am not the boss of the people in Bosco Bell Division. I am the servant of the people. I serve at the base of the people of Bosco Bell Division. They pay my salary, and therefore I am accountable to them, and I must report to them. So I'm just saying to you, I'm honored to be able to have taken the different departments, agencies to you, for you to ask the relevant questions. I know that all of us are a bit disappointed that the National Work Agency was not present here this afternoon. But nonetheless, the issues germane to the NAA, Madam CEO would have made note of those, and those will be contained in a letter to the NAA as soon as possible, because these issues are going to be communicated to the NAA, especially the bridge, the drainage, and the road, the speed that people traverse the communities. We are asking for some speed strips, like what is in Orocobesa, on the strip in Stuart Town here, to mitigate against the fast pace that people traverse this area. It is something that we're looking at in the short term. In the long term, we're looking at other issues with electronic devices, stop lights, flashing lights, and so on. But the low-hanging fruit, if we could get some of those speed strips to put from Big Gate through the community that they have to drive at a normal pace through here. So these are some of the things that we're looking at, and going forward, we will have the communication. The task is not mine to say thank you, but nonetheless, as your servant, I will say thanks for your attendance, thanks for your cooperation, thanks for your behavior in the house of God. Thank you all for having me.
Although